Hello and welcome to the School of Languages, University of Ghana podcast, a special episode produced in commemoration of the International Mother Tongue Day. This annual event is aimed at promoting linguistic and cultural diversity and multilingualism. This year's global theme is Languages Matter, Silver Jubilee celebration of International Mother Language Day. However, we in the School of Languages, University of Ghana, have chosen for ourselves the theme, Languages Matter for Sustainable Development. I am your host, Justice Ediqueno. I am a member of faculty at the College of Humanities, Department of English, University of Ghana, and I'm passionate about languages and their connections with all aspects of human endeavor. In this special episode, we are going to be hearing from the Dean of the School of Languages, University of Ghana, the Director General of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, experts, academics, and students in what should be your moment fruitfully spent with us. Let me begin with Professor Josephine Jahine-Kwashi, the Dean of the School of Languages at the University of Ghana, and she welcomes us and gives us some insight into the celebration.
Hello, listeners. On behalf of the School of Languages, University of Ghana, I welcome you to this podcast put together by the school to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the UNESCO's International Mother Language Day. This year, a live celebration has not been possible. However, due to the importance our school attaches to the International Mother Language Day and our commitment to the promotion of our mother languages, we have put together this short podcast, as mentioned by our host, to commemorate the day under the theme, Languages Matter for Sustainable Development, a theme that is couched from the UNESCO's theme for this year's International Congress. We are privileged to have the Director General of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, Professor Amin Al-Hassan, as our special guest of honor to educate us on the role of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation in the promotion and development of our mother languages for sustainable development. We also have other speakers in the persons of Professor Adams Bodomo and several others. I encourage you to stay tuned till the end of the podcast for insightful addresses on our theme for 2025. Mesdames, Merci.
Next in this podcast is a message from Professor Amin Al-Hassan, Director General of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. He presents the history of mother tongue broadcast languages in Ghana, specifically at the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, and gains made over the decades. Let's take a listen.
The Ghana Broadcasting Corporation's contribution towards the use of mother languages in national development or sustainable national development can be traced to the beginnings of radio broadcasting in Ghana, precisely July 31st, 1935, when what later became known as the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation started as Station ZOY, broadcasting to the Gold Coast. That was the very first time also that Ghanaian languages were used in broadcasting, specifically Akan, Hausa, Ga, and some Moshi, precisely because this was targeted at the war efforts and ethnic groups that contributed heavily towards the war efforts were properly represented in the broadcast languages. Now, taking from there onwards, we have consistently used the mother languages that are native to Ghana to broadcast and non-stop for the past 90 years. What has become known as the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation has been promoting the use of mother languages for current affairs programming, news, entertainment, cultural expressions, and what have you. Now, when the current form of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation took shape in 1968 and later constitutionally validated in 1992 as a public service broadcaster independent of government of the day, it had been broadcasting on shortwave radio and medium wave radio networks until the introduction of the FM technology. We were broadcasting in 6 Ghanaian languages, and these 6 Ghanaian languages are namely Akan, Dagbani, Hausa, Nzima, Ga, and Ewe. These languages have been used consistently throughout our period of independence till today. Now, with the introduction of FM technology, we have been able to increase the number of local languages from 6 to 27. With these, we are able to use our 7 television channels and 18 FM stations, radio stations across the country to share information on a daily basis on using the mother tongue that are native to Ghanaians. In our experience on the use of broadcasting, we have emphasized on proper pronunciation and usage. That means that GBC has been very instrumental in mainstreaming, validating, and standardizing the use of languages at the popular level. At the popular level, we have contributed enormously to ensure that Ghanaians everywhere, when their native language is spoken, when their mother tongue is spoken, they either learn and their children also learn to use the language as they grow up. So the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, as the largest cultural institution in the country, that on daily basis, weekend or weekday, work to keep local languages alive. Even before any Ghanaian kid grows up to get to visit the 4 walls of the classroom, he or she is most likely going to have his or her first lessons in civic education and knowledge on cultural affairs through GBC's networks in his or her mother tongue. And that is why when we talk about cultural institutions in this country, the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation is a leading cultural institution in the promotion on the use of mother tongue. When we talk about sustainable development, GBC's practice of development journalism means that our networks provide a platform for the translating of innovations, of economic, social, and political transformations. We translate these into the language of the people that they can understand. And for us, our contribution is clearly our ability and continuous effort to use the mother tongue to engage with new developments and present it at the popular level to the ordinary Ghanaian so that they can understand. When new inventions come, we find a way to localize it and to communicate it. And that is how we have sustained local languages. The Ghana Broadcasting Corporation will continue to offer these services in the various local languages. We are currently, as I said earlier, doing 27 languages. It is not enough. And as and when resources permit, we are going to expand and cover other languages. Thank you.
Our next presenter is Professor Adams Bodomo, who is a chairholder of the International Council for Philosophy and Human Sciences Chair on Biodiversity at the University of Ghana School of Languages. Quite a mouthful, isn't it? He addresses a simple but problematic concern: how relevant are mother tongue languages in sustainable development?
Hello everyone, my name is Adams Bodomo of the University of Vienna and the University of Ghana. International Mother Language Day is February 21st each year. And this year, the School of Languages at the University of Ghana has decided to celebrate it with an innovative theme, which is Languages Matter for Sustainable Development. And I've been asked to answer the question, what role does language education play for promoting sustainable development? I want to use this short clip to talk about two important sustainable development goals that the UN has established. So there are 17 SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, and SDG number 4, which is about quality education, is and also SDG number 13, which is about climate action. So these two are very important, and the mother language is very important for these two. Now, quality education, we all know that educationists around the world are clear on the fact that the best way to ensure quality education is to take the child from the known to the unknown. And so the mother language is the most known language of the child, and also the cultural environment in which this language is spoken is also the most known cultural environment. So the best way to ensure quality education is to use these two tools, the mother language and its cultural environment, to train the child. So mother languages are very important for sustaining quality education. Number 2, the mother tongue or mother language or hometown language, or Tenge Kokoro, as we say in Dagare, is very important for talking about the environment. You cannot talk about the flora and fauna of an environment without using the indigenous language of that environment. So another second important way in which language, the mother language, is very important is through talking about the environment. Using that to propel the citizens, the people, the indigenous people, to get up and work hard to promote sustainable, biodiversity conservation. So with this, I just want to say that mother language is very important. And I want to commend the School of Languages for coming up with this important theme. Let me thank all of you and wish all of you happy International Mother Language Day. Also said in my language, Dagare, which is Neti Tenge Kokor Bibil Dar Yane Barka. Thank you.
Wonderful listeners. We are also pleased to listen to Dr. Anutako of the Department of French, University of Ghana. He has a two-pronged question to deal with. What can individuals and communities do to promote linguistic diversity and multilingualism? And how can we celebrate the richness of languages in our daily lives?
Our world is a vibrant tapestry woven with threads of countless languages. But this rich diversity is under threat. What can we do as individuals and communities to protect and celebrate it? It starts with a shift in mindset. We need to actively challenge the negative attitudes often directed towards local languages. This may mean promoting the idea that multilingualism is an asset, not a burden. We can do this in our homes by speaking our heritage languages proudly and passing them on to our children. Schools also have a crucial role to play, implementing language policies that recognize the importance of first languages in education. As experts like Cummings and Bambose have shown, strong foundations in a child's native language actually boost their ability to learn other languages and succeed academically, progress cognitively. This isn't just about preserving languages, it's about empowering individuals and communities. Think about the simple things. Can you learn a few phrases in a language spoken in your community? Can you support local initiatives that promote language preservation? Can you celebrate cultural events that showcase the beauty and diversity of different languages? Every small action counts. Let's embrace the richness of languages in our daily lives, recognizing that each one carries a unique history, culture, and way of seeing the world. Let's make multilingualism the norm, not the exception, and ensure that future generations inherit this incredible linguistic heritage. Let's celebrate language, celebrate culture, celebrate diversity, especially in Africa. Thank you.
We cannot conclude this podcast without listening to the views of our students. Two of them share their thoughts on how important their mother language is. First,
my name is Ebenezer Shen. I'm a student at the University of Ghana, belonging to the linguistics department. My mother language is extremely important to me, as I believe it's the most vital part of my identity, culture, and heritage. Growing up, my mother language was the first way I communicated with my family and community, and it's played a significant role in shaping my worldview and values. Speaking my mother language allows me to connect with my roots and express myself authentically. It's a way for me to honor my ancestors and the traditions that have been passed down through generations. In essence, my mother language is a treasure gift I cherish deeply, and I believe it's essential to celebrate and appreciate the linguistic diversity that makes our world so rich and vibrant. So I believe language really matters.
My name is Sylvia Esiedu, a level 300 student in the University of Ghana, reading Kiswahili and psychology. For me, my mother language is more than just a means of communication, and it is a symbol of my identity, my history, and my culture. It is a treasure that I hold close to my heart, and I feel grateful to have it as a part of my life.
cherished listeners, you would agree with me that my guests have each provided compelling reasons for us to celebrate the International Mother Tongue Day. We are in no doubt that languages matter in sustainable development. Thank you all for your attention. Until we come your way again with another episode, it's goodbye from the School of Languages, University of Ghana.